So I got news about the good old original malfunction tower, aka the first malfunction tower, which is also called the Nashville malfunction tower. This here this here is the first malfunction tower of all malfunction towers. It used to have FH306s, but now it has FH324s. Um, this week I was very curious about stuff. I started looking around these areas I would go to, looking at the towers I would usually see, and see if there's any December or January street view to see any updates on any tower. So I checked the candelabras first, obviously, and they still have their strobes and stuff. And I heard the smaller guide tower next to the second candelabra was dead, but it's actually still there, which is good. And then it dawned on me. I was just like, the malfunction tower. Does it have LEDs yet? So I went over and found it, and I checked it, and instead of it having LEDs, its first two platforms were removed. And for some reason, its top dual strobe, or I should say, top FH324 has been installed on a pole, basically, for some reason. So it's no longer on the tower itself; it's just on a pole. I don't know why they did that. It's kind of weird. They could have just left the strobe on the tower itself. So yeah, like it's crazy how this tower still has its FH324s after all the malfunctions this tower they had. Like I remember that one night when I was at Nashville, the dual strobes spazzed out. Like they would go from day mode to night mode, and then the top dual strobe went to emergency night mode once. And then it was it was fun to watch, but still. And then the markers were shutting off as well. I think this was back when the markers were working. I think. I don't really know when the markers on this tower were shut off, but they're shut off now, sadly. It's not any burnt out bulbs, they're just shut off now. Thanks, FAA. I really appreciate it. So yeah, it's just very surprising how it has no LEDs. Just so many malfunctions, like I told you. And then when I filmed it at night, it's one of its bottom dual strobes were stuck on backup night mode. Well, they were on backup night mode, and that was it. The others were just not they're not working. So yeah. And then Dexter filmed it in one of his videos, and you can see the exact same strobe that was on backup night mode. It was stuck in day mode. So yeah, the other ones were still not working either. So yeah, you know, there's that. So this is the only news we have for this tower. It sucks how the first two platforms were removed, but at least they replaced the second platform with some antennas and stuff. Like there's a little bar there that has some antennas. So yeah, I guess that's fine. And the top strobe is now raised, which I find that pretty cool. I hope to film this though. The next time I go to Florida, I think it is a guarantee that we are not going to go through Nashville and stuff because my mom doesn't want to deal with all the traffic. So it's a shame, but maybe we'll go through Nashville and all that crap when we get home. On our way home, I should say. That's what I hope. I hope we can still go on this new path, and then when we go home from Florida back to Missouri, we can go through the normal path again, like we usually take to get back to go to Florida and back home. I could film a lot of towers I filmed in the first Florida arc, again. I really want to film all seven or at least six. Yeah, all six landmark towers. At least the ones I could film. The seventh one I won't be able to film again, I wouldn't imagine. Because that one's out there. That one's like it's like it's past Orlando. So yeah. So I don't think we're going to be going in that area anytime soon during that vacation. I at least hope the top FH324 is working again now. Like I would imagine them I would imagine them repairing it. Um, if they didn't give it LEDs, then they should repair the strobes. So I found pictures. Yeah, I found pictures of the tower at night, and here's one of them. Here's proof that the markers don't work. Um, I forgot what date these pictures were taken, but this was before the malfunction. I mean, this was before the platform removal. Man, why is my speech impediment really killing me today? As you can see, markers are dead. So yeah, there's the first picture. Now let's take a look at the rest. All right, so here it is again. It's all normal without the markers, obviously, though. But other than that, it looks all normal and stuff. So there it is. Here's another picture. As you can see, it kind of looks like the day mode part of the FH324s are shining as well for some reason. Must be the light from the strobes inside of the night mode part of the 324s. Here's a picture of it at day. Nothing too special, but I just decided to include it. There it is again, and I can still see a little bit of white. There is one picture where you can definitely see the white part of the strobe, one of the strobes. I don't want to spoil which one it is. You just all have to guess. Again, here it is. Here, I forgot that this is not the picture that I was talking about, but it's just another one. You can see the white on at least you can see the white part of the part of this FH324 on the left. You can see that pretty well. Top you can't. Then the right one, you can't see it that much, but there's that. I wonder if they were both flashing at the same time, or maybe it's just like I said earlier, the light from the actual strobe inside the red half of the strobe. All right, I'm still looking for that one picture I was talking about earlier, but here's this other picture. All right, so we ran into a little problem. As you can see, the bottom FH324s are flashing normally, but the top doesn't seem to work. Well, it's not really wanting to flash, or it's just not working. Maybe it's burnt out, or it's maybe it's in day mode because during that little malfunction spasm that I seen this tower go through, the top strobe went to day mode while the bottom stayed on night mode. So maybe it's doing this in this picture. Maybe it's doing that. That's what I meant to say. I don't know. So I am able to see just a little thing there on top, just a little bit. I bet a cell antenna might be blocking the light. Maybe, I don't know. All right, so here's a picture where you can obviously see the white the white part of the strobe. There it is. It's not backup night mode because you can see the red. And then you're also able to see the red on the dual strobe on these dual strobes too. This here, it looks apparent that both day mode and night mode are flashing in night mode. You know, it's kind of weird. I wish this was a video. If this was a video, then that would be nice, very nice, because this could be another malfunction that we didn't know about earlier. So yeah, it doesn't look like the strobes are doing too good. And then we're back to normalness. As you can see, the top is fully red. One of these is full. One of the right dual strobe is fully red, while the other one I can see a little bit of white, but it must be the light shining off the light from the top half of the beacon. And it seems like that's it for night mode pictures. We only got one day mode picture left. So there it is. There it is again. As like the other one, nothing special. Would be nice if one of these two pictures of the tower at day would be nice if the cameraman caught the tower just flashing. That'd be cool, you know. So yeah, there's a little update of the first malfunction tower with some pictures too. So like I'm not I don't know how to feel about this malfunction. I mean this modification. I'm still looking for the cookie cutter tower that's responsible for this, because I do have a feeling that a cookie cutter tower might have done this. I would believe. I wouldn't know any other reason why. Cookie cutter towers, they like to no cookie cutter towers. Their purpose is to replace cell antennas off of existing towers, and sometimes replace full cell towers that only have one set of antennas. Lucky this tower has like four sets of cell antennas, three at the top and one at the bottom. Though two of them might have been removed, these other two here are still there. The bottom one's barely still there. The This one here doesn't seem to have cell antennas on it at the moment. Out of all the towers out of all the malfunction towers to do this to, why the original? This is the original one. This is a tower that started it all. This is a tower that started the entire malfunction tower clone group, Like there's like four towers, well, I mean 3 towers, I should say, like 3 towers that look exactly like this tower. And I'm pretty sure all three of them are also Pyrod towers like this one. You can see it's Pyrod, and they all have or had the same past beacon setup and current beacon setup too. So yeah, like the fourth one in Tulsa, I think that's how you pronounce it. Tulsa, Oklahoma, still has its FH324s. As I know of, the newest street view of it is October 2021. Sadly, we didn't get any December or January street view of it. I'm hoping that I can find some. I'm still searching around the area for it. The other two, the second and third ones, they already have LEDs now. So yeah, so there's that. And then the other three, they're not really clones, but are still clones, like semi-clones. Like they go like the other three come after the fourth tower. There's no news on those, obviously. So yeah, but I do think the one in St. Louis has FH306s still. That's why I like to believe. That's why I want to believe. So yeah, maybe I can film it one day.